Game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go, y'all. I don't know if y'all know. What's love and the 478 man? Real quick, ladies, looking, hey guys, looking really well.
Well, Grand Rising, everyone. I'm calling. I'm reporting from Huntsville, Alabama. I will be going home this weekend. Hooray, hooray. I can't wait to go home. Y'all know ain't nothing like sleeping in your own bed, being in your own home. But my brother has agreed to move to Huntsville with me. So, move to Georgia with me. Probably going to take us about a year or 6 months, but at least I'm going to get him out of here. Right now, he's in congested heart failure, you guys. So that's what I'm going through. Anyway, you guys, just trying to fix my clothes up. If y'all hear anything, y'all might hear they out there working on the yards this morning here in the apartments. Well, you guys saw the thumbnail. The thumbnail is talking about Maurice. Now, what's so interesting about Maurice is that Maurice gets on camera with Melody. Maurice gets on camera and wants everybody to look at his image like he is this outstanding professional man. Like he done went through his head where they calling him Martin Luther King. And I'm telling y'all, it's a disgrace to attach this man to Martin Luther King. And like I said, out of all the great minds that come out of our people, you guys would attach this man. But anyway, he's talking to Melody, right? Telling Melody that she's unhappy, telling Melody that she's not her old self. What he did was trying to deflect on his situation, telling her she was embarrassed about her situation. But I want to ask you this, bro. You not embarrassed? You not embarrassed about what you done? You guys, professional misconduct finding, court fraud, disbarment, exposed. Yes, my lawyer has submitted documents to the Alabama bar against this man for what he did, y'all. Not only to me, but to the court. He went in the court, you guys, and got a subpoena. A subpoena and lied to the court to get these subpoenas, never notifying me, Hot Tea, and Anonymous, not notifying us. They said that after you've been served, you got 45 days to answer. How was we going to answer if we had never been served? Meanwhile, every day, step by step, every moment of the day, he was getting it, going to PayPal, going to Cash App, going to Google's, going to all these big major platforms, submitting subpoenas, right? Getting our information, stealing documents, and lying to the judge that he had served us. And get this, you guys, this hurt me more than anything. The March the 11th court date, trying to get us a bench warrant. We knew nothing about a March 11th court date because after all, he ain't served us. We hadn't heard anything. We didn't even know that any of this stuff was in the process. We did not know that he was doing all this stuff behind the scene. When this man came up and said, okay, he want to apologize, he had already allegedly already had went through these subpoenas, already got all our information. If we would apologize, we would have admitted that we were wrong, y'all. He had us if we would apologize. And then March the 11th, I had to learn about that court date on the internet. And then, I don't know, just in a nick of time, we got that lawyer, and that lawyer said, hey, did you know about the March 11th court date? I said, no, even Hot Tea did not know. So in other words, we wouldn't showed up for court. We would have had a bench warrant out for our arrest. Professional misconduct. Yes. But anyway, you guys, that's it. We're still on the case, you guys. On Network is still on the case. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. But before I get there, I just want to do this, I got to do a little history. I'm still working on the history of Huntsville, Alabama. A lot of you do not know that out of Huntsville, Alabama, it's a little town called Muscle Shoals. Just go down to about two stoplights around the corner, down the hill, you in Muscle Shoals. But it's all still Huntsville, you guys. All the music come from there. Y'all remember Aretha Franklin song? Y'all remember this song? You never loved a man the way that I love you. Yeah, that was made right there in Huntsville. Aretha Franklin. Muscle Shoals is what they call it. Muscle Shoals is a little bitty community. Y'all probably never heard of it. I don't even know if it's on the map yet. But it's part of Huntsville, you guys. Aretha Franklin. You had the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, you had Little Richard, you had W.C. Handy. W.C. Handy was the first founder of the blues. Yeah, there was something about that little town right on the corner. It's in North Alabama. You had the Beatles, you guys. You got Etta James, Johnny Taylor, all that coming out of Huntsville. Alicia Keys. They call it Muscle Shoals, but you got to say Huntsville to know what we're talking about. The name of that studio was called The Fame. Now I kind of like had a little fun with this Aretha Franklin song because it reminded me of Arian. But do y'all remember this song, right? Y'all remember this, right? You are no good. You're a heartbreaker. Oh, Lord. Thinking about Martell. You a liar and you're a cheat. I don't know why. I just don't know why I let you do the things to me, baby. My friends keep telling me it's all over the internet that you ain't no good, Martell. But they don't know that I'll leave you if I could. Where you going? Where I'm going, I ain't going nowhere. I took him with my eyes closed. He ain't going nowhere. He always come back. But I guess I'm uptight and I'm stuck like glue. 'Cause I ain't never. I said I ain't never. No. Love a man the way that I love you. Sometimes ago I thought you had run out of fools, but I was so wrong. You got one that never lose. The way you treat me, it's a shame, Martell. It's a shame you don't look out for me, says Arian. How could you hurt me so bad, Martell? I'm looking up right now, seeing Trish all over the thing. Oh, Oprah. Oh, Oprah. Oh, Carlos. Y'all doing me wrong. Y'all using my likeness all over loving me in Huntsville. How could you hurt me so bad? Baby. You know that I'm the best thing that you ever had. Yes, ma'am. That come out of Huntsville, Alabama from Aretha Franklin. It's called Muscle Shoals. The little town is called Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Y'all remember Wilson Pickett, Mustang Sally? Hey, you better slow that thing down. Y'all remember that? That come out of Huntsville, a.k.a. Muscle Shoals. Just giving y'all the history of the music. What about B.B. King? What about Etta James? What about the Rolling Stones? What about Elvis Presley? What about Johnny Taylor? And on and on and on. All that come out of Huntsville, namely Muscle Shoals, y'all. Muscle Shoals, Alabama. It's in North Alabama, just north. You just go a little north there. Yes, the Aretha Franklin, y'all. Everybody know that song was so popular. I never love a man the way that I love you. Let me see this. There's something about Muscle Shoals. That little town had soul. But if you don't watch it, if y'all need to look it up. Look up Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and black music, right? But the thing of it is, what they white people is telling the narrative, all those white people really was copying from black people. Y'all know they stole everything. Elvis Presley was right there in that studio stealing Little Richard music. But now, if you listen to it, they'll say that it was black people that was copying off of their music, and so they say that they intertwined country music, R&B, and blues together. That's how they came up with the sound. But they are contributing this our sounds, like Aretha Franklin and all those sounds, to giving themselves credit for it. So let's just listen to what this is somebody talking about Muscle Shoals.
The spirit of Muscle Shoals permeates not only the city itself physically, but I think the people who came through there. The place has a soul.
Yeah, the place has soul. I don't want to play it so much, but that all that come, y'all do not know the richness of Huntsville, Alabama. Y'all don't even know. Of course, y'all know Alicia Keys, right? Alicia Keys made her first hit from down there, out there. Etta James, everybody knows famous Etta James, y'all. All these people, that Huntsville, that Muscle Shoals area contribute to the music, the blues. Yes. I remember Mr. Handy, W.C. Handy, right? He started the blues. Well, he didn't start the blues, but he's the first one to ever write it down. Now, these black musicians, they played by ear, right? They played by ear, but he was the first one to write everything down. So that's why they contribute the blues to him. All those sounds come out of Huntsville, right there out of North Alabama, called Muscle Shoals, you guys. Yeah, let's see what else I can dig out of here. Yeah, oh, yes. I bet y'all didn't know how rich that y'all basing. Yeah, don't y'all remember Denise Williams, y'all? They come now. This guy out of Oakwood College, Denise Williams. If you know Denise Williams, she made Black Butterfly. Denise Williams got the most beautiful voice, yeah. Yes, she do. Let me just put this on through the history with Aretha Franklin, this history right here. Oh, wait, no, you. Hey, Muscle Shoals, just down the street, round the road, and down the curve, up the hill, and down the street. You be at Muscle Shoals left. Huntsville, Alabama. Aretha Franklin made her first hit there, you guys. Huntsville is responsible, / Muscle Shoal is responsible for jazz and blues, R&B, you guys. You got the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, Etta James, you got Aretha Franklin, Alicia Keys, you got Denise Williams. Well, Denise Williams went at that. Denise Williams come out of Oakwood College. You got Take Six came out of Oakwood College. Brian McKnight, you got all that coming out of Huntsville. You guys, Muscle Shoals is just down the corner, around the corner, up the street, down the street, and around the block. You at Muscle Shoals. It's a little bitty town called Muscle Shoals, located in Huntsville, Alabama, and it is the recording history. But only thing I don't like about when they tell the story right now, they're saying that it was the blacks who hijacked their music. But anyway, we all know that. Who else? If I can name a few, Little Richard, the blind guy. All of those, the rhythm and blues started there. Let's see what Aretha Franklin is saying, how this relates to you, Arian Curry. Arian, what you say, Martell? You're no good. Heartbreaker now.
He said, I've got this great little studio down in...
That's Aretha.
muscle shows, and these cats are really greasy. You're gonna love it.
She walks in over there, and she's got this aura around her, pretty thick. I mean, the girl was special. I remember watching the guys being good Southern boys, and they carry on with anything except looking or dealing with her. So she went over to the piano. She sat there a moment.
Now y'all know she was the best musician there is. Now this coming up, this muscle show thing is called. This coming from Rotten Tomatoes Indie, but the name of the studio was called Fame. She said, "You're no good heartbreaker. You're a liar and you're a cheat, Martell." Yeah, Arian. I don't know why I let you do these things to me. Oh my God. My friends keep telling me that you ain't no good. All over the internet, they telling you ain't no good. You for the streets, Martell. But oh, I don't know that I'll leave if I could. I ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. But come on now. Come on now. Aretha made this song for you, Miss Curry.
And then she just hit this unknown chord, I would say. Did anybody have to say we're about to cut?
We did what we called head sessions at that time, and there was no real music written for it. The musicians would just listen to what it was I was doing, and then they would decide what they were going to do around that.
Yeah, so that was Aretha.
Are you sure?
You guys? Yes, that's what she said right there. Huntsville, Alabama. She made this song for you, Arian. Arian is pissed off at Martell right now. She says, "I guess I'm uptight and I'm stuck like glue. Cause I ain't never. I said I ain't never. No, love a man the way that I loved you. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, Ariel, you just love this man. You stuck like glue, right? You over there talking to Big Al over there, telling Al, yeah, Al. He didn't take up for me around my soul. Yeah, he didn't do what he need to do when my soul said, "You think that girl is your woman?" He could have took up for me, but I never love a man the way that I love you. Now look, y'all. Arian right there watching Trish on. She watching Trish now. Oh Lord, Trish. That done burnt her up. And then I bet you I can allegedly that girl that she was on stage with just a week ago talking about trying to bless my soul and Uncle Festus. I bet that girl she done learned that girl done slept with Martell. They playing you all in your face, area. But I never love a man the way that I love you. Y'all know I can't sing. You're no good, heartbreaker. You're a liar and you're a cheat. I don't know why I let you do these things to me, baby. Oh, baby, I don't know why. Every time I look up, you with another woman. You got another woman on TV. Oprah, Carlos. Y'all keep using my likeness. My friends keep telling me it's all over the internet. All over the internet, y'all. That this man ain't no good. He for the street. But I don't know that I'll leave you if I could. She just told Al that. She said, Al. She said, all he got is that income coming in from the slow show. Oh, yeah. She got the income coming in from that show and can't get the wine off the ground. But I ain't saying that I'm gonna leave it. But what I'm saying, I'm getting ready to take off myself and fly. But I ain't never, never, no, love a man the way that I love Martell. Sometimes ago, I thought you had run out of foods. Yeah. But I was so wrong because I was a fool. You got one that you never lose. The way you treat me, it's a shame. He ain't never apologized to me. He apologized to Mel, but he never apologized to me. Baby, baby, baby. Y'all know that's all she got calling him was baby. How could you trust and hurt me so bad? The way you treat me is a shame. How could you hurt me so bad? Baby, baby. You know that I'm the best thing that you ever had. Kiss me once again and bring me some Skittles. That's all they gotta do. She pissed off, y'all. She pissed off. And there you go. Aaron, I just tied you into one of the most famous singers, Aretha Franklin, in that little town called Muscle Show down in Huntsville, Alabama, where she recorded. Don't forget y'all, Etta James. Don't forget Jimmy Cliff. Don't forget Percy. All those people. Alicia Keys come out of there. The history of Huntsville, Alabama.
There was once shows. It's a unique thing. Rooms and record making like that. It doesn't happen very often. There's usually somebody like Rick Hall, who's like a total maniac.
So there's a white dude telling us.
Foresight to do it, you know. I mean, the tough guy, you know.
See, I can speed it up, y'all. Yeah, Muscle Show, yeah. Muscle Show. Percy Sledge came out of there. Jimi Hendrix. It's so many singers come from around the Huntsville area, but y'all know even Alicia Keys, y'all, Etta James, Aretha Franklin. I think Dan Penn made that song that I just got to talk. I never loved a man the way I love you. And if you guys just need to look up the history of music, notably Muscle Shoals / Huntsville, Alabama. I played till today. I played a major role in the music. But you got to be careful when you're watching it. They're going to tell you that it was the black people that initiated themselves into their music. What y'all know was the opposite, right? Don't forget, y'all, the Beatles came out of there also. So yesterday I gave you the history of Huntsville, Alabama, where all your great black minds are coming out of there. Your scientists are working up there in NASA, sending people all in space. All the black minds that make up the Fortune 500 companies in Huntsville. You guys are judging Huntsville by those Scotts and Martell, but you guys will be shocked what come out of there. That music, y'all didn't even know that the blues started there. You got Ray Charles, James Brown. You got all of them started right there. Yes, Muscle Shoals / Huntsville. It's in North Alabama. You guys. But don't forget, let's talk about this little respect. See, let me tell you something. Aretha came out with that RESPECT. We talk about respect. We got to talk about the queen. The queen said, you going to respect me, Martell. That's right, Martell. You going to respect me. That's the queen right here. Here go the queen. Yeah. She said, you going to give me some respect or else I'm out of here. That's right. I ain't got that attitude. I ain't got that kind of attitude that I'm stuck like glue, like your paramour over there. You got to give me some respect. Now let's just look at the words of respect. Y'all know the words respect. Y'all remember that song? I used to dance to that song. Oh, I used to love that song, y'all. Respect. Come out of that. Come on, y'all. Let's sing. Y'all know that song. I wish I had somebody who could sing because I can't sing. But see, that's what Mel do. Mel said, what you want, babe, I got it. Y'all know she had it. Martell knew it. What you need. Do you know that I got it? He knew that that girl had everything. That man spotted that girl. He was a vampire. Because he knew she had everything, especially if she enticed him to come back. He had dropped out of school. She enticed this man to come back to school, y'all, and paid his school fees. What you want, baby, I got it. What you need. Do you know I got it? He know it. That's why he's so angry. She had to go. She said, all I'm asking is for a little respect when you get home. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, baby, give me some respect when you come home. Mister, you will respect me or else I'm out of here. I ain't gonna do you wrong while you gone. You gone, right? While you gone out there in the street, I'm up here running this company. I ain't gonna do you wrong because I don't want to. What I want to do is my family. What I want to do is be successful. All I'm asking from you, man, 5 years have passed by. I'm still asking you for a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit, baby. Just a little bit. When you come home, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit of respect. Y'all know what? That's all that man could have did. He didn't even have the decency to respect his wife. Talking about some, he is a good. Oh, Lord, here come my neighbor, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me put y'all hold on. Don't go nowhere. Just a minute. Hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys. So I left out with Melody saying that she just need a little bit of respect. He didn't even have the decency to do that. I'm about to give you all my money, and I'm asking you in return just for a little honey. Is to give me my proper respect when you get home. He had access to all that money. Y'all know how that man was blowing money. Do you know how that would make me feel for his mistress would be sitting up there saying, while I'm out there working, you taking my money and spending it on all your mistresses, buying gifts and cars and flying you everywhere like that little heifer was saying. Yeah, baby. All I need is just a little respect. Just a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit. Yes, baby. Just a little bit of respect. She out of there. She ain't coming back no more, boo. She ain't coming back. He don't know how to respect nobody. But that came from Aretha Franklin too, y'all. That was just part of a little history lesson of Huntsville, Alabama. The great Aretha Franklin came through there. Yeah, Aretha Franklin came. Y'all didn't even know. I bet y'all didn't even know that, did y'all? Y'all didn't even know that. Yeah, y'all remember this song right here? Mustang Sally by Wilson Pickett. Lord Jesus, that back in the early 50s and the early 60s. And they were they gonna talk about some, they invented this music now. When y'all do the research on Muscle Shoals, music / Huntsville, them white people down there, they control the narrative, and so they telling the history. Y'all will see all of these people I'm talking about singing, and what got me is when they said that our people inserted themselves into their music and copy off their music. So anyway, that's a little bit about the history. Okay, so let's get on to what y'all came for. We're talking about today. I'm going to be talking about the misconduct Maurice, you guys. I'm finna go ahead on and put that through. Oh, I ain't said hi to none of y'all. I ain't even say. I just start talking. I ain't even. Y'all, let me just say my rights, y'all. I gotta say my rights before I get in trouble, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure that I say my rights. I gotta protect myself. Y'all know that. But anyway, you guys, y'all start reading. Black people need to read. Y'all don't read. Well, a lot of y'all, not gonna just say y'all, some of us don't read. So we would never knew all that coming out of Huntsville. Anyway, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit educational or personal use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. Everything is just my opinion. And just you guys' opinion as well. Let me say hi to y'all, and then we're going to get into everything. So please, you guys, I'm asking you guys, do y'all mind giving me cash out today? I sit here for 2 and 3 hours. Y'all will not give me cash out. So I'm just asking you guys to support the channel. I got super stickers. She got it up here. You can join the membership for $2.99 a month. You can support the channel by way of super chats and super stickers, right? Linda, thank you, Linda Gamble. She's on her job. Be respectful to the host, co-host panel, and in the chat, please and thank you. Okay, you guys. Let me see who all I gotta say hi to. Linda Gamble. I don't see a lot of people. I don't see. Okay, well, let me go ahead on and put this through, you guys. I'm gonna put why do y'all saw the topic about the disbarment, right? I'm finna put that through. Why my lawyer is asking for a judgment. Maurice went this week and filed a 40-something page where either he want to be dismissed. I don't understand. When I read his stuff, I don't understand it, y'all. I don't know what he was asking for. He was asking to be dismissed. Either he was asking for a judgment for me. But I do understand what my lawyer was asking for. She was asking for a judgment. What?
The fingerprint.
What?
The fingerprint. I'm just not getting to the phone.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me put y'all on mute. Okay, you guys. So, Grand Rising, everyone. This is documents, you guys. These gonna be documents I'm gonna put through here, okay? Thank you guys for being here. I don't know. I see 148 people in here, but it don't not showing nobody over here though. But I just see it up here. Today we're going to take a look at Maurice's misconduct and see how some of this dishonesty will lead to disbarment. So disbarment is the most severe sanction for attorney misconduct who involves the removal of attorney license to practice law. Since the court has exclusive responsibility to licensed lawyers, it has sole authority, discretion to remove the license. Now, there's severe sanction like suspension, probation, and reprimand can also be used to sanction misconduct when appropriate. Cause of disbarment may include a felony involving moral turpitude, forgery, fraud, a history of dishonesty, consistent lack of attention to clients, alcoholism or drug abuse, which affects the attorney's ability to practice, theft of funds, or any patterns of violation of the professional code or ethic, right? So let's take a look at some of the unprofessionalism and some of the attention to this fraud which Maurice committed on me. Surely my rights have been violated. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. This is the case of Maurice Scott, who is the plaintiff. You guys know that he asked for an apology of a video that many of us had put out about a criminal record, alleged criminal record. Then apologized, so he filed a lawsuit. But this type of lawsuit was really damaging for Mr. Scott because Mr. Scott caused a subpoena to be issued based on his own untruth, based on lying, right? He went in there and deceived the court so that he could steal my identity. You stole my identity, yes. Anyway, Scott has apparently committed fraud and deceptive acts designed to unlawfully take personal and private data and information. So my lawyer is asking for a judgment. She's counterclaiming because he wants to be dismissed from the case. Or he may be thinking he can get a judgment. But right now, my lawyer is asking for a judgment because of his misconduct and his unprofessional behavior. So my lawyer has asked for a judgment, and I talk about when a case when a lawyer can be disbarred. These are some of the reasons why we feel that Maurice should be disbarred. So I'm going to start with 21, and once you get into the video, I will start from the beginning. But these are my main points that the lawyer said. Mr. Scott has methodically and apparently committed fraudulent and deceptive acts designed to unlawfully take personal and private data and information. Views named in this lawsuit named Helen Griffin. Mr. Scott spent many additional days attempting to serve Miss Griffin in Madison, Alabama address, but the return revealed that Miss Griffin did not live in the Madison address. While potentially holding personal and likely held at Mr. Scott's free disposal, disbursement, and use, Mr. Scott demanded their public apology, and apparently ultimatum could now be used to completely stalk, spy, terrorize, and embarrass, harass, or steal their identity as Mr. Scott commanded or permission. This type of damage is almost immeasurable and similar to the loss of life. Miss Griffin stands punished, publicly humiliated, damaged, and violated by Mr. Scott, who is not a judge or an emperor. He think he is. After Mr. Scott calls the subpoenas to issue based upon his own untruth, he lied to get the subpoena. It's certified in the court record. Mr. Scott traced and tracked Miss Griffin to the state of Alabama and then published her address into the lawsuit and to the public. So a lot of fraud was going on, stealth and deceiving the court rules for disbarment for Mr. Maurice Jefferson Scott. Well, I want to start with the material facts. The facts is that Helen Griffin premises her entire action against Mr. Scott on the following material facts. On 12/22/23, remember, after you file a case or subpoena or whatever, you have 45 days to answer. Which I didn't get any days to answer. So anyway, y'all, on 12/22/23, Maurice Scott filed a lawsuit in a Madison Scott Circuit Court in the above style case against Helen Griffin. So it's been a whole year, you all. Number 2, before serving the lawsuit upon Mr. Griffin, Mr. Scott filed in the Madison County Courthouse, in this case, notice of intent to serve, subpoena, due seekum, to obtain data from several of the largest holder of personal data in the world. Y'all get that? So we got that subpoena so he could falsely get my data, y'all, so he can get my identity. So the largest in the world was PayPal, Meta Platform, and Google. Mr. Scott aggressively sought the data concerning Helen Griffin. Mr. Scott filed certification of service and proceeded with the subpoena as early as 12/28/23. Get the number. 8 days later, 12/28, 6 days later, he filed a subpoena in 12/23 for a subpoena in 12/22. And really, I was supposed to be able to answer within 45 days, you guys. So I'm starting back from the subpoena, you guys. The subpoena is to obtain data from Ms. Griffin, several of the largest holder of personal data in the world, such as PayPal, Meta Platform, and Google. Mr. Scott aggressively sought the data concerning Helen Griffin. Number 3, Mr. Scott filed certificates of service and proceeded with the subpoena as early as 12/28/23. Notice those dates are important because you're supposed to have 45 days to answer. But I didn't know anything about him secretly getting all my shit behind my back, you guys. I didn't know. But then he filed, she said on the 21st, and then on the 28th, maybe 6 or 7 days later, he got another subpoena. Mr. Scott filed certificate of service and proceeded with the subpoena as early as 12/28/23. 6 days later, I was supposed to have 45 days in his lawsuit. Repeated subpoena followed for months while Mr. Griffin had not yet been served in a lawsuit. Mr. Scott has filed notice and has several subpoenas without serving notice to Helen Griffin that Mr. Scott has commenced a civil action against her. And before Ms. Griffin could answer the civil action or otherwise appear in this civil action, Mr. Scott, number 6, apparently filed certificate of service stating falsely that he had served Miss Griffin. I had never been served. I didn't even have no lawyer. Ooh, Lord. Mr. Scott entered into times and dates to get this subpoena. Let me start out with number 4. Mr. Scott apparently filed a certificate of service stating falsely that he had served Miss Griffin. Mr. Scott entered dates and times in each subpoena. Mr. Scott continued to unlawfully cause issuings of subpoena through about March 11, 2024. Now that date, March 11, you guys, is very important to me. I learned about this March 11, 2024 date on the internet that we supposed to have been in court. This March 11, 2024 date that he filed, allegedly we were supposed to be in court. Now, we didn't know anything because he was doing everything with down our back. Had it not, he wouldn't have been caught. We would have had a bench warrant out for us, me, and here for the hot tea, and Anonymous. Shout out to you, Anonymous. We would have had a bench warrant, and this man would have been sitting up in court, coming back to you guys with all this legal paper showing that we were the criminals because we had a bench warrant out on a fake date that he had, which was March 11, 2024. Me, Hati, or whatever, knew nothing about these dates, you guys. Mr. Scott called subpoena to issue based upon his own untruth, certified in a court record. Mr. Scott traced and tracked Ms. Griffin to the state of Georgia and then published her address into his lawsuit and to the public. Scott committed fraud, which is one of the stipulations for this bargain, y'all. Scott committed fraud, and as shown in Scott's step-by-step deception. Now, let me get it this again. Scott committed fraud, and as shown in Scott's step-by-step deception set forth herein and as seen on the outer court in the present action. Recorded documents numbered as documents or imaging number 7, 38, 31, 40, and 47. So your step-by-step deception and fraud is noted in the court of law. And then followed by Scott's amended complaint found it is document labeled. So this thing, all these things are labeled in court what he did. How do someone with a law license go through court and deceive the court when you're supposed to be upholding the law? Reading again with the step-by-step deception number 8, Scott committed fraud, and as shown in Scott's step-by-step deception set forth herein as seen on the outer court in the present action. Recorded document number as documents or images number 7, 28, 31, 40, and 47. And then followed by Scott's amended complaint found at documents labeled as document number 41 to 46. All found in the record in this case, 170 page 614. Outer court documents now, number 7, 28, 31, 40, and 47, not only show how the fraud was carried out with falsified, misused, and deceptive subpoena filed by Scott, The number document reference on the record and above demonstrate and illustrate the deception and fraud carried out to steal Griffin data, to stalk Griffin, and to hold such data, and that Griffin will appear in public. So let's go to number 10. As described in reference in the above number document fully adopted and on the record in this case, Scott confiscated or accessed or inspected or converted Griffin's data and is shown in the above reference. Aliquot number Doc 170, page 627 and 16. Number 11, Maurice Scott stated in his lawsuit, document 170, page 1928. Mr. Scott is, during the lawsuit, attempting to silence and control the voice of viewers. Document 170, page 1931. Just like it reminds me what I saw how he did Melody, right? He tried to control the narrative. He wanted her to shut up, talk about him, and control the narrative and talk about somebody else, something else. Same way with Kimmy, his wife, and teacher. All of them try to control and silence and embarrass male. Yeah. Moving on along, Mr. Scott should know he cannot legally gad his viewing audience. I will not be reading these page documents over there. You guys can see them for yourself. Number 14, Mr. Scott has become apparently fixated with viewers' name, and his lawsuit includes Alan Griffin. You know here from the hot tweet was named an anonymous who is a subscriber and a lawyer. Number 15, Mr. Scott demonstrated in his lawsuit, namely Helen Griffin. Mr. Scott is likely, some believe, using this lawsuit to appear dominant and in control. We see this pattern of behavior all on TV with his wife. His wife is sick, and he controls that. He controls her. I mean, and then we see how he tried to control the narrative with Melody, right? So he has a pattern of trying to control the narratives. Number 16, Mr. Scott is likely, some believe, among the lawsuit to appear dominant and control. 17, Mr. Scott has filed a lawsuit to apparently intimidate. Mr. Scott alleged repeatedly in his lawsuit. At the same time, Mr. Scott also attempted to defend his own law practice. Number 19, Mr. Scott had filed a lawsuit, complaint as amended, reoccurring request for relief in the lawsuit. Complaint as amended from namely Helen Griffin. So he wanted to be released from the lawsuit. I want it over with too. Man, you just settle, Maurice, and let's just get this over with. Without question, a download of unscreened data from these moguls is the equivalence of a complete confiscation and capture of a person's identity and their very existence. It is hard to fathom how Mr. Scott would acquire the power and control over another. Let me read this over. Without question, a download of unscreened data from these mortals is the equivalence of a complete confiscation and capture of a person's identity and their very existence. It is hard to fathom how Mr. Scott would acquire the power and control over another. Number 21, Mr. Scott has methodically and apparently committed fraudulent or deceptive acts designed to unlawfully take personal and private data and information. Bureau, namely in this lawsuit, namely Helen Griffin. Certainly the bar need to hear about this, you guys. Mr. Scott spent many additional days attempting to serve Miss Griffin in the Madison, Alabama address, but the return revealed that Miss Griffin do not live at the Madison address, right? Okay, yeah, it says that my live chat has been disabled. I don't know who disabled it, but I know y'all are here, right? I just hate, I wanted to talk to you guys, but I'm not able to see nobody, y'all. Anyway, y'all are here because it says I got 220 in the thing, but I'm going to go ahead on and close it. I don't know what they're trying to do to me, you guys, but y'all make sure y'all read. Y'all read up Muscle Shows music history. Muscle Shows is nothing but Huntsville, you guys. Just a little town. It's in North Alabama. And yeah, it's just 1 hour into, but they have disabled my live chat, y'all. I can't see y'all. I can't see nothing. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see why my live chat is disabled. Let me close this out and come back. Okay, I'm gonna end it and come back.